again. Thanks everybody for being here, and welcome particularly to the mayor, who we have asked to come before us and brief us, given the heightened state that our community is in, to brief us on the activities of community, particularly as it relates to the protests and how the police have reacted or responded and what our plans are going forward. I want to we probably will go backwards, but right now I really want to look at last night, since that's fresh in our minds, and to lift any questions or comments that we want the mayor to address. We also had, Mayor, a list of questions that we had sent over previously. I don't know if you're prepared to respond to those. Oh, Mayor.
The chief is going to log on momentarily.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're all having technical difficulties.
I just sent the chief a text to see if he's having trouble logging on. He might be.
Mm-hmm.
Madam President, thank you for the opportunity to sit down and talk to you today. And unfortunately, I do want to inform you that the entire Rochester Police Department command staff has announced their retirement. That includes the police chief, that includes Commander Deputy Chief Morabito. I believe that also Deputy Chief Simmons, and there may be a number of others that will decide to leave as well and retire. As you all know, this has been very challenging times for the city of Rochester. And the chief was not asked to give his resignation, because I do believe that he's given his very best. And there was some information that was brought to light today that I had not previously seen before. And I think that the chief has felt that his career and his integrity and his, has been challenged. He has dedicated 20 years to the city and to the citizens of Rochester, and feels that, the events that have happened, that the events that have happened were not done in a way that, could have been handled differently. But, he didn't in any way try to cover this up. He will be joining this call, he said, but I just wanted to be upfront with council. I will answer whatever questions that I can, but at this point in time, the chief has submitted his retirement papers, as well as others. And so I don't know what details that I can give you about the protest last night, but I'll answer whatever questions you may have.
First question is, what is the effective date of the retirement for those who are retiring?
I have not seen that. I just got a call before this call that informed me that he was retiring and the others would be retiring as well. But he did say that he was planning on joining this call. I'm not sure if he's in the room or not, in the waiting room.
Not, I don't, is he just,
He is not.
okay. So the other question would be, and I don't know what the format would have to be for that discussion, is what is the, what is the path forward for police oversight? If the command staff is retiring, what's next?
So
How does the department run?
if that retirement is effective immediately, then we will have to find an interim chief, and whoever that interim chief would be would step up to actually lead the department during this time. I do know that it's going to be difficult to do that.
Okay, so so the key question right now is when it is effective, when is it effective? And even notwithstanding, I'm sure that efforts will begin immediately to identify interim measures to fill that void.
Yes, and again, I just, that's why I was late to the call. I was just being informed. And I would recommend, because I don't know, I know that this was to brief you on the operations of last night, and I do not have that information. I would request that council either delay this hearing until tomorrow while we try to deal with this situation that we're facing right now.
Okay, fair enough. And also with the questions that we had sent over previously, were there responses provided for that, or were you going to have that today?
I had sent that over to the police department and was waiting for them to answer. I have not seen a response yet. And so I will have to look at that.
Okay, all right. All right, thank you. So we will adjourn this meeting until tomorrow, and hopefully we will have more details about the state of the department and the path forward at that time.
President Scott, can I just ask one question before we adjourn?
Yes.
Mayor, thank you for letting us know, and I think rescheduling makes a lot of sense. But I think we all probably expect that the protests are probably going to continue. So I wonder who is actually going to be in charge tonight, assuming that the retirements are effective immediately.
As I just told the council president, we would have to find an interim chief. And at this point in time, because I just got the call before this hearing, I don't know. So I'm asking that this hearing be adjourned so that we can find an interim chief to lead this department through this time. Because as I understand from the call, the entire command staff decided to retire.
And just for the record, Madam President, thank you, Mayor. Just to correct you for a second, this was a briefing, not a hearing. Just for the record.
Okay.
This briefing will be adjourned.
Right. Okay, thank you. So we will adjourn at this juncture. Thank you all.